Rolla Dia. Nice to see all of you. Thank you all for being here. I'm Amarella this weekend at the Mind Valley event. Did you guys hear about Manifesting Masters? Was anyone there? A couple people? So I had the opportunity to speak about some strategies that I use with my clients, not just at a one-to-one level, group level, but things that I incorporate into the corporate world. How many people here consider themselves a great manifester? How many people don't believe in manifesting? Anyone? Everyone believes in manifesting, yeah? How many people, no matter what I ask, will not raise their hands? This side of the room. Do you guys believe in manifesting? All of you. Do you consider yourselves great manifestors? Not yet? Little room for improvement? What do you think the biggest deterrent to manifesting and creating your dreams is? Yes, definitely. Your own self-image, yeah? The mind thinks something and it affects your results, yeah? But something that we talk about in manifesting, and I want to emphasize that it's not just in manifesting. This is something we use with corporate leaders across the board. Sometimes we may use a few different words. I'm not necessarily speaking to the CEO of a company and talking about manifesting, yeah? But to create and get a result of what we want, we have to imprint what we believe and transfer our belief from ourselves to the next person. That's essentially selling. That's creating influence. I want to transfer my conviction, my belief system from myself to the next person. That's how I create great influence, but how do you do that? If you have confidence, confidence is great. But when you have conviction, that's how you close. That's how you really influence. And if you want to do that, we have to start with alignment, our own self-perception and view of ourselves. And as women, we often are pretty hard on ourselves. Google did a study on 180 teams at their company because they really wanted to understand why are some of our teams so successful and then some are not. They called it the Aristotle Project. And in these 180 teams, they found one major predictor of success. Anyone have a guess what that is? Anyone? Throw out something. It's okay if you're wrong. What is it? Confidence, definitely a factor, yes. What else? What is it? Support, yes. You're getting warmer, yeah, good job. Focus, yes. It all kind of lines up. Safety, there you go. So psychological safety is the #1 predictor of team success, and everything else follows. Think about that. That's in a team environment. Think about that at an individual level. How much psychological safety have we created for ourselves? The room to allow us to fail and not to judge, to give us the space to allow ourselves to grow from the discomfort of growth. That was the #1 predictor at almost 30% increase in innovation and collaboration and a 50% reduction in turnover. So when we think about that and how we're building ourselves, it's one thing for the mind to say, yes, I'm in. How many people here have had the experience where your mind said yes, but your body said no? Have you had that experience? Everyone in the room have had that? Anyone not had that experience? Everyone's had it. Okay. How do we address that? Wouldn't you like to get over that piece? Because you're there, you want it to happen, but your body is holding you back. And that's when you hear us talk about alignment. Because what happens is a thought, even when we think it's irrational and doesn't make any sense, it still sits energetically in the body. So we could work on the mind all day, but there's a field of intelligence that we're connecting to. Would you guys like to know how to remove that from your body? There's a process to it that I don't know that we have very much time today, but I'm going to give you a walkthrough. Your body is intelligent. It has its own intelligence. In fact, we know that the heart, after 30 years of study on the Heart Math Institute identifies the heart as sending more electrical impulses to the brain than the brain actually sends to the heart. What does that mean? It means the heart has its own intelligence, and it actually speaks to us. There was a girl who was murdered. Her heart was transplanted to this man who started to see visions of the murder. Has anyone heard this story? The man kept seeing the vision of this man attacking him as if it was him, and went to the police, described the exact vision of what he kept seeing. The police sketched it out and were able to catch and match the murderer after the heart gave information to this man. That's how intelligent your heart is. It's actually speaking to you. And when you create coherence in the electromagnetic field around you by just simply breathing through your heart for a few minutes and focusing your life force, your healing energy onto your heart, you elevate the frequency in your body. You do things as strong as lower blood pressure and heighten your intuition. So, for you to overcome your body, because your mind is there, but your body's not there yet, you need to speak to that part of your body. If you put your attention on that part of your body and elevate the frequency, identify in your body where the limiting belief is, what's holding you back, identify it in your body, send energy there, and imagine it being removed. There's more of a process when we go through it, but that's the basic highlight. You're able to move out and past that experience, so now that the body will follow the mind. Does that make sense to everybody? Intuitively, as women, we tend to be more intuitive. When you hear something like that, doesn't it make sense? If we were to rationalize it talking to maybe even a man, they'd be like, what are you talking about, right? But intuitively, doesn't that sound like it's accurate? And I want you guys to play with this. And of course, if you want, you can come find me and we can go into it. We're launching in the beginning of February a group Wealth Accelerator career program where we talk and create inner alignment strategies and then influencing strategies on how to communicate, present, and advance our careers through our overall influence. When we spoke this weekend at Mind Valley, something that came up that I thought was really prevalent and that I wanted to address, not just then, but moving forward, is this focus on our purpose. How many women in the room today feel like they found their purpose? Okay, a few. How many of you are still looking? For those of you that found it, are you done? Is that it? You found the purpose, it's done? I asked this question to a room of however many people, and 90% of the room who had raised their hands saying, I found my purpose, they're not done. It's not it. We're searching for this answer, and we think that's the answer for us to feel fulfilled, because somehow finding our purpose means now we're valuable, we're relevant, we have real value. And that's not true. And I wanted to invite the audience and you to think about it another way, because I believe it is so freeing and so empowering to shift that perspective from finding a purpose to moving with intention. Because the journey that we're on is ever moving day by day. And if we change our perspective as, I'm going to be a great mother to my child and make sure that my children grow up feeling so loved and valued that they move through the world and create their own personal success. I'm going to be a great partner to my husband, and by doing that, he's going to feel so trusting and loved by me that he will never want to leave and never question my oh my God, I just blanked on the word, my commitment to him. I move through the world with intention with my business, knowing that I'm making a positive difference, that when somebody interacts with my company, they leave better than they left. And it gives us the room to free up that absolute ending of purpose that causes us to feel like we're always chasing something. And if we apply it to the different parts of our life, that allows us the freedom to create really amazing things. And that pressure of finding the one answer that's not actually true, because we're multifaceted, we release that and we can move through the world raising our confidence, belief system ourselves, and move from confidence to conviction. Thank you, ladies.